The relationship between breakfast and hormonal balance is one of the most fascinating examples of how timing, not just nutrition, influences well-being. Your body's hormones follow a daily rhythm known as the circadian cycle, a 24-hour internal clock that governs everything from metabolism and energy to mood and sleep. Two of the most important hormones in this cycle are cortisol and melatonin. Cortisol is the body's natural wake-up hormone that helps you feel alert, while melatonin is the sleep hormone that helps you rest. These two function like dance partners. When one rises, the other falls, and breakfast plays a surprisingly powerful role in keeping them in sync. Regular morning eating sends a clear signal to your body that it's time to wake up, fuel up, and start the day. Over time, this consistent cue helps regulate not just metabolism but also your stress response and sleep quality. When you eat breakfast at a similar time each morning, you reinforce your body's natural cortisol rhythm. Cortisol is meant to peak in the early morning hours, helping you feel alert, focused, and ready to move. But for that system to work properly, it needs an external anchor, something that tells your body the day has truly begun. Food is one of the strongest of these anchors. The act of eating signals your brain and adrenal glands that it's daylight, prompting cortisol to rise at the right time and then gradually fall through the afternoon and evening. If you skip breakfast or eat it inconsistently, that rhythm can falter. Cortisol may stay elevated longer than it should, leading to feelings of anxiety, tension, or mental fatigue. Chronically high morning cortisol without regular eating can also increase sugar cravings because your body seeks quick energy to compensate for the missing fuel. Consistent breakfast habits do more than stabilize cortisol. They also help melatonin, the sleep hormone, follow its natural pattern. Melatonin is supposed to rise in the evening when darkness signals the body to rest. However, irregular eating patterns and late meals can confuse this system. When you eat at unpredictable times, your circadian rhythm becomes misaligned, and melatonin release can be delayed or weakened. By contrast, when breakfast is eaten early and regularly, your internal clock has a fixed reference point for when daytime starts. This allows melatonin to rise smoothly at night, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. Essentially, breakfast sets the morning boundary of your 24-hour rhythm, which in turn ensures that sleep hormones know when to activate at night. Over time, this leads to more consistent energy during the day and easier transitions into rest at night. The connection between cortisol, melatonin, and breakfast goes even deeper when we consider metabolism. Both hormones are closely linked to how your body uses energy. Cortisol helps mobilize glucose for fuel in the morning, while melatonin influences how efficiently you use and store energy overnight. When your breakfast pattern is stable, these hormonal cycles become synchronized with your eating schedule, which supports better blood sugar control and a steadier mood. Skipping breakfast or delaying it too long confuses the body's energy regulation system. Cortisol remains high, insulin sensitivity drops, and melatonin's evening rise can become blunted. Over time, these disruptions can contribute to fatigue, irritability, and difficulty winding down at night. Eating breakfast also helps regulate another important set of hormones tied to hunger and stress, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin, which stimulates appetite, rises overnight and typically peaks in the morning. Eating breakfast at a consistent time helps satisfy this natural hunger rhythm and prevents ghrelin from staying elevated all day. Leptin, which signals fullness and energy sufficiency, works better when you nourish your body early and predictably. Together, these two hormones maintain emotional balance by reducing the stress that comes from erratic hunger and energy swings. When breakfast is skipped, ghrelin stays high, cortisol rises to compensate, and melatonin release at night can be delayed, creating a hormonal chain reaction that affects both mood and sleep. The type of breakfast you choose also influences this hormonal harmony. A meal rich in protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates stabilizes blood sugar and prevents excessive cortisol spikes. Foods like eggs, oats, yogurt, or avocado toast with whole grain bread provide slow, steady energy and keep your adrenal glands from overworking. Caffeine or sugar-heavy breakfasts, on the other hand, can cause sharp fluctuations in cortisol and insulin that make you feel energized briefly but exhausted later. Choosing whole, nourishing foods in the morning supports the body's ability to maintain calm alertness during the day and deep rest at night. Over time, These small choices build a stable internal rhythm that benefits not only your mood and metabolism, but also your resilience to stress. When cortisol peaks naturally in the morning and gradually declines throughout the day, your nervous system operates with greater balance. You respond to challenges with clarity rather than tension. Likewise, when melatonin follows its natural evening rise, your body repairs itself more effectively during sleep. This daily cycle of nourishment and rest becomes smoother and more predictable the more you align your eating habits with it. In modern life, where stress and irregular schedules can easily disrupt biological rhythms, breakfast becomes more than a nutritional act. It becomes a grounding ritual. Eating soon after waking tells your body that you're in sync with the day, that energy and rest have their rightful times, and that stability is a priority. Over weeks and months, this consistency trains your hormones to work with you rather than against you. You wake up more refreshed, feel calmer under pressure, and fall asleep more easily at night. The science of breakfast and hormonal balance reveals a simple but profound truth. When you start your day with nourishment and regularity, you create order within your biology. Cortisol rises and falls in harmony, melatonin knows when to flow, and your body regains its natural rhythm. This balance is not only good for your metabolism, but also for your peace of mind. A steady breakfast habit doesn't just fuel your morning, it teaches your body to live in rhythm with itself, making energy, calm, and rest feel effortless once again.